As I read through Proverbs 10, I pulled out some parts of verses about the blessing on the righteous. It starts out with a wise son making his father happy and righteousness delivering from death, but I want to look at the ones that follow. From verse 9, whoever walks in integrity walks securely. If you are looking for security, you won't find it in a bank account, job status, ring cameras, identity theft protection, etc. You find security in Christ. It's found in righteousness. Your righteousness is your wall of defense. The good news, the literal good news, is that Jesus is your righteousness if you are in Christ. He has become your righteousness. From verse 3, the Lord does not let the righteous go hungry. Have there ever been hungry Christians? Sure. But the Lord provides. It doesn't mean there's never a struggle, but it does mean God is always there. Well, there is a famous story about George Mueller and how all his orphans were provided with breakfast. One of my favorite food provision stories is about Darlene Diebler. She was a missionary and ended up in a Japanese prison camp during World War II. She eventually was taken into solitary confinement awaiting her death, which the Lord saved her from. She had to share the little rice she received with the insects that she found in it. One day she got herself up to peek out the window and saw some with bananas and got consumed with a craving for bananas. She pleaded with the Lord, "Lord, I'm not asking you for a whole bunch like that woman has. I just want one banana." She didn't believe there was any way for the Lord to get her a banana and tried to be thankful for the rice. The next morning, a Japanese officer she had led to the Lord brought her 92 bananas. She wept before the Lord at her unbelief. I think that story also could illustrate these other points from other verses in the passage. The desire of the righteous will be granted. The hope of the righteous brings joy. And finally, the mouth of the righteous brings forth wisdom. The Lord delivered her, and she lived to give the testimony of how we can trust the Lord, who is our righteousness.